Rolling.
No, it's not, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello, my name is Genevieve and we are currently spending 1 month in Valencia, the most beautiful city in Spain, in my opinion. Over here we have the wonderful market. It's actually the second largest market in Europe. Fantastic, well worth a trip. Unfortunately, we're here on a Sunday, which means that it is closed right now. But we'll come back for sure next week and show you what all of the stalls look like. Without further ado then, let's head for a lovely breakfast and we'll show you a day in the life in Valencia. One of the fantastic food offerings in Valencia is horchata. And here we have a fantastic little horchata cafe that's been making this since 1892 even. Horchata is a drink that's made out of tiger nuts. It's like a kind of sweet soy milk, and they have it with churros and other pastries. Finally found a spot for a coffee, which is great because Adam does not function unfortunately until he's had his morning brew. So we've got a lovely green tea and a cafe con leche in a beautiful square. And in terms of price, it's only about €1.50 per drink, which is an absolute bargain. So we're looking at €3 for a lovely little breakfast spot. Also, massive fail. Notice that I've got toothpaste on myself, so I am going to have to spend the day wandering around with that until I can clean it off. Anyway. Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Simon. Cheeky little Sunday brunch segment for any watchers. After a little bit of rounding up and a tip, it was €5.30, which is still pretty bargainous. And now we are off to the cathedral and then to look at some beautiful Roman ruins. Have the beautiful Valencia Cathedral. It's a strange one, to be fair. So you've got a really, I don't want to say basic, a very straight looking facade all the way over here. And that is because back in the day, this was all really built up. So this big square that you can see was packed with buildings and all sorts, so that you couldn't really ever see the outside of this cathedral. Having knocked all those down and built the lovely square, it now appears that this is all sort of big and spacey. Wednesday, what am I talking about? This is all big and spacey. Sorry guys, my adjectives have just fallen out of my mind today. Sunday, give me a break. I've only just had my cup of tea. What that essentially means is that they built this really beautiful front here back when it was the only part that you can see directly down a street that used to be here. So you've got this gorgeous ornate front of the cathedral, and that is entirely because it was the only part that you used to see back in the day when all of the other buildings were outside. This is the cathedral, gorgeous really high bell tower right next to it, which we will now be going up if we can get in. There's usually a massive queue to get into the cathedral and to see the bell tower, and Adam does not look like it's going successfully. So let's see what's happened.
You can't go on with your sleep with your shoulders on.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I should go and buy one of those caftans. Okay, useful little segment. You cannot go in if you are showing your shoulders. so it might be that I go home, get something else to wear and then come back. But either way, here is the fantastic old Gothic facade of the one of 3 entrances of Valencia's cathedral. Right, it looks like he's going anyway without me, so great. Have a nice time up there. I'll take the pics. Just wave out of one of these windows. Hello, right, so giving up on the plan to go up the old bell tower, we will proceed with our plan to look at the Roman tunnels that go underneath Valencia. However, quick interjection to point out that this is the second of the 3 doors to the big majestic Valencia Cathedral. Pretty stunning building. It looks a bit more like a Roman amphitheatre around this side. It's then got one of these lovely little bridges, which you don't see everywhere, really popular in Venice, which leads to a shrine to the Virgin Mary. So this is the Plaza of the Virgin Mary. It's got, you probably can see, a beautiful blue roof. So a lot of the buildings in Valencia are tiled with these lovely blue roofs, and that is because it shows that it's closer to the sky and therefore closer to heaven. You can also see behind me over here quite a lot of blue roofs going on. Over here you've got the fountain. I don't know if you can see it. There is a fantastic fountain with a lot of angels worshipping the god of water, which is representing there was a big river that used to flow through Valencia. They've got rid of it, they've redirected it, I should say, and put a huge park there, but now they worship the god of water by a beautiful fountain that sits over there. So, big cathedral, big Plaza del Virgin Mary, absolutely tons of people, and this is not even a particularly busy day. As you can see, the weather's not amazing today, and it is a Sunday, so you can only imagine what it's like on a sunny Saturday. But yes, onwards and over to the Roman ruins. So here you can see that there used to be a whole Roman fortress and tunnels down there, which have obviously since been built over and only recently discovered and uncovered. So what have they chosen to do? So rather than just building straight back over it, they've built a glass lake almost over the whole thing. And if you look carefully down under the water, you can see a lot of evidence of the beautiful old settlement, which is a really wonderful attraction. And you can actually go down there. I think it's about €2 for a ticket. And so here is Adam looking absolutely dashing, and we'll go and check it out. So today is free. I don't know if that's a Sunday thing or if it is always free. I had heard it was €2. Either way, very happy indeed. Cheeky little free activity on a Sunday.
Today is free.
Because it's Sunday, or is it always free?
That I don't know.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. It's some fantastic advice from both of us that it may or may not be free, depending on why on earth we've been given free tickets today. I did hear that it's usually €2 though. Absolutely stunning. Just how perfect they managed to find it, how absolutely pristine things are. So here we go, we've got an old well here. That looks,
look at that.
Oh my goodness, dad joking coming. That looks absolutely preserved and stunning. Here we go, this is where we were a minute ago. Makes me realise how easily anybody could have seen up my skirt. And I think this is an absolutely fantastic thing to do with a couple of free hours on a Sunday afternoon. So very much recommended. Do come and check it out. Whether it's free or €2, I still think that either is a bit of a bargain. Bit of background, this is all from the 1st century AD with the fountains that are dotted throughout. I think I just showed you back there from the 2nd century AD. This is what it looks like now, but they've done this fantastic recreation here that shows you what it would have looked like back in the day. And it's just a bit mind-blowing really. It just puts life into perspective when you see what that looks like all of those years ago versus how similar, to be honest, it looks to some parts of Valencia now. Okay, so after a bit of researching, it turns out that it is actually free here on Sundays and all major holidays, which is really good to know. So hugely recommend a visit there, and perfect thing to do on a Sunday or £72 any other day. So having done our little trip there, we are now going to take some bikes into the park. Stunning park, goes all the way through Valencia. And it's attached to botanical gardens, which are literally one of our favourite places to go, and we will go and get a little drink in the park. Just before I head off, it would not be right, I mean look how stunning the views are around here. It would not be right to talk about this beautiful architecture without mentioning the role that religion has played in a lot of these stunning buildings. What you'll notice is that the Muslims and then the Christians have all made their mark on all of these. And so where originally you might have had a mosque, they've then converted it somewhat into a church. And you really do have, you know, a bit of every single religion that has come to Valencia in all of these buildings, and a lot of stunning architecture as a result. Anyway, without further ado, off to find our bicycles and give you a cheeky little trick as to how to get a good value bike in a second. Fab, so a sneaky little trick for you. Probably come a bit closer because I don't think that the iPhone is that strong, unfortunately, and my vlogging equipment is not up to par. If you are going to spend money on renting bikes in Valencia, you can easily spend €10 a day in most places, which will get you a bike for the day. However, if you're here for a bit longer or you think you're going to rent a bike for more than one day, then really recommend downloading the Valencia app, is the name of it. And what you can do is use these public bikes, a bit of a Boris bike if you will, for the grand sum of €12 a week. That's €12 a week, which is absolute bargain. It's all we've been doing since we've been in Valencia, and it's a great way to just make little 10-minute journeys without having to walk. This is the absolute joy of attempting to cycle around Valencia, but it all gets a bit better when you get to the park, and you have your own dedicated cycle paths. Phew, because some tourists are about to die. Here it is, our favourite little secret bar, not that secret, in the park, as the usual. While Adam is off to get our usual drinks order, which I will show you in a second, just to note, there's a few aviaries in this park, which people do like to go and look at. However, not a big fan myself of looking up birds, even if they might be tropical birds, just doesn't seem right, so don't spend a lot of time in the aviaries. But something to note when you walk through this park is that yes, you will see quite a lot of giant cages. Anyway, here we are, Adam waiting in the bar, and now we've got to go and try and find a seat, which is not looking good today. Which is usually much quieter and is a really lovely place to sit in the sometimes quiet of the park compared to the busy town, is right next to the Prehistoric Science Museum, which we have not yet been to but really need to go to, and is a big one for fans of dinosaurs, as you can tell from the old picture. It does seem pretty busy with families and kids, so great if you've got kids. But otherwise I would probably choose to go on a weekday. And here he comes. We've got our regular little drinks order on. Okay, so I've actually managed to literally run, and get a free table. Yay! So yeah, it's not that hard to get one, but sometimes you do have to wait for a little while. Here we have got one of our favourite little light lunch drinks. Tinto de Verano. Am I saying that right? Tinto de Verano.
Sí.
Tinto de Verano. It's in a compostable cup, by the way, with a paper straw, and I do believe they reuse the cups anyway. So Tinto de Verano, which I'm sure I'm absolutely butchering, is a bit like sangria, but it's made with red wine and soda and fruit. So whereas you've got sangria, which has usually got a couple of other things, including brandy, so it can be a little bit stronger, Tinto de Verano is quite a nice light lunch drink. This is coming from Brits, so you know it's not the lightest in the world, but in general, really like it. Lovely thing to do, sit in the park and have a little refresher between cycles. Cheers.
It's about as useless as she is after a beverage. Have fun down there. Pissed up Brits abroad.
Only joking, not time for sleeping, definitely time to go and find some lunch. Poor Adam is wasting away over there. I need to go and find him some delicious Spanish food. Yeah, lovely little Segway séjourne in the park.
It's been there for
yeah, babe, they've seen
50, 60 million years.
Yeah. Lovely little séjourne in the park, and off to find some delicious Spanish lunch.
One.
Okay. Shooting for 2.
I think it was 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4 maybe. What can we do with this totally useless skill? Anyone want to hire him? Just take him. It's free. Cheeky little handbag advertisement. Here's the Valencia little post. So if you get confused trying to rent them out, so everything you need to know on there, as well as a map. Is after some sunglasses, so we are off into the shop to try and find some.
Oh, I meant that.
Yeah. Lovely little buttock massager going on in the background there. That's oddly hypnotic, isn't it? Something else which is obviously hugely culturally relevant and delicious if you fancy a bit of a spicy waffle. What's this place? That does. All sorts of interestingly shaped waffles. So yeah, disclaimer, did actually go there at something like 1 AM the other night. So yes, yeah, that was interesting night. Now we are off to try and find lunch somewhere. As you can probably see, it's absolutely packed everywhere. We have not booked anywhere for lunch and we do want something authentic in Spanish. At this point we might have to give up, but let's see how we go. So thankfully we did actually manage to get a seat in this lovely place after Adam asked for a table per deux, which I do not necessarily think nailed the Spanish. I think it might be mesa para dos, I might be wrong. But it looks really cute. So let's see what on earth they've got on the menu, because we have just sat down without having a clue whether they're even doing food, but it looks really cute. We have a white wine. We have a menu. Still couldn't quite figure out if it's Spanish or not, even though I'm sure everybody's absolutely laughing at me. And then there is an ancient tradition in Italy, the oldest eating house called Trattoria. I am certain that we are somewhere Italian. Hey, that's good. We love Italian food. It's just that we were trying to find somewhere Spanish, but we have been here for 26 days now, so have eaten quite a lot of Spanish food. So yes, let's see how we go. Oh yes, food has arrived. Adam is a very, very happy boy with our traditional Spanish pasta lunch.
Oh my god.
Good?
Bellissimo.
And we've completely left Spain. So it got super busy when we left. So lesson 4 when you go for lunch is that at 1 o'clock it was absolutely dead, and getting on for 2:30 everyone is arriving for lunch, so the Spanish do eat later. So we got all of that lovely lunch, including 2 glasses of wine, for an amazing price of £24.44 in current exchange rate. And now we're absolutely stuffed, and so most likely off for a tiny little afternoon siesta. And Adam's been singing his favourite song.
I will never eat again, 'cause I'm so full.
I'll never eat again.
Sing it to me, lady.
I can't remember any of the other words, so awkward. To our little street with our Airbnb. We've got a 1-bedroom flat, which is really cute. Apartment.
An apartment for the non-English people.
Indeed, people who think that we are literally lying flat. Really cute little street. Got it on Airbnb. I think it was £1,600 for the month, but I'm sure that you can get much better discounts. Valencia is quite expensive to stay in unless you are staying in a hostel or somewhere a bit cheaper. But yeah, really cute street. A little craft bar right downstairs, and at the end of the street you've got a museum and a theatre. Don't know if you can see it. Oh, Anna's favourite song just came on.
Hello, yellow, hello, mellow.
Very nice. Gonna have to pay some kind of trademark now to sing that. I'm joking. So yeah, this is our flat, this is our balcony. Very nice. All ready for a little relax before big evening out doing tapas and wine tasting. So very excited about that.